Today our topic is what Nietzsche and Stoicism have in common. At first glance, Friedrich Nietzsche, the 19th century German philosopher known for his bold ideas about overcoming oneself, and Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy focused on living in harmony with nature and accepting what we cannot control, might seem very different. But if we look closer, we find that both share deep insights about how to live a meaningful life, how to face challenges, and how to find strength within ourselves. Both philosophies teach us to embrace life's difficulties, to focus on what we can control, and to cultivate inner resilience. Let's explore these connections. First, both Nietzsche and Stoicism emphasize the importance of accepting life as it is, not as we wish it to be. Nietzsche famously said, Amor Fati, which means love of fate. This idea encourages us to love everything that happens to us, the good and the bad, because every experience shapes who we are. Stoicism teaches something similar. The Stoics believe that we should accept what happens to us without complaint, because much of life is beyond our control. What we can control is our attitude and how we respond. Both philosophies remind us that life is full of challenges, and instead of resisting them, we should embrace them as opportunities to grow. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch or Overman is about becoming the best version of ourselves by overcoming obstacles, while Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and steady in the face of adversity. Both philosophies ask us to take responsibility for our own lives and to find meaning in our struggles. Another common idea is the focus on self-mastery. Nietzsche believed that true freedom comes from mastering our desires and impulses. He thought that most people live by following the crowd without thinking for themselves. To live authentically, we must break free from societal expectations and create our own values. Stoicism also teaches self-discipline. The Stoics believe that our emotions and desires often lead us astray, and that true peace comes from controlling them. Both Nietzsche and Stoicism encourage us to look inward, to understand ourselves, and to take charge of our own lives. This is not easy. It requires constant effort and reflection. But both philosophies promise that the reward is a life of authenticity and inner strength. Both Nietzsche and Stoicism also share a deep respect for reality. Nietzsche was critical of people who lived in illusions, who avoided the harsh truths of life. He believed that facing reality, no matter how painful, is essential for growth. Stoicism, too, is rooted in a clear-eyed view of the world. The Stoics taught that we should not be attached to things that can be taken away from us, like wealth or fame, because they are not under our control. Instead, we should focus on what is truly valuable, our character, our actions, and our ability to reason. Both philosophies remind us that life is unpredictable and often unfair, but we can still find meaning and purpose by living with integrity and courage. One of the most striking similarities between Nietzsche and Stoicism is their emphasis on the power of the individual. Nietzsche's philosophy is often seen as a call to individualism. He believed that each person has the potential to create their own values and to live a unique, fulfilling life. The Stoics, too, believed in the importance of the individual. They taught that true happiness comes from within, from living in accordance with our own nature and reason. Both philosophies reject the idea that we should conform to society's expectations or seek validation from others. Instead, they encourage us to look within ourselves for guidance and strength. Another important connection is the idea of suffering as a teacher. Nietzsche believed that suffering is not something to be avoided, but something to be embraced, because it helps us grow. He said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." Stoicism also sees suffering as an opportunity for growth. The Stoics believe that challenges and hardships are tests of our character, and that we should face them with courage and resilience. Both philosophies teach us to see suffering not as a curse, but as a necessary part of life that can lead to greater wisdom and strength. Finally, both Nietzsche and Stoicism emphasize the importance of living in the present moment. Nietzsche believed that we should not waste our time regretting the past or worrying about the future. Instead, we should focus on making the most of the present. The Stoics, too, taught that the present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain, so we should focus on what we can do right now. Both philosophies remind us that life is short, and that we should make the most of every moment by living with purpose and intention. In conclusion, while Nietzsche and Stoicism come from different times and places, they share many important ideas about how to live a meaningful life. Both teach us to accept life as it is, to focus on what we can control, and to find strength within ourselves. Both emphasize self-mastery, individuality, and the importance of facing reality. Both see suffering as a teacher and remind us to live in the present moment. These philosophies may have different ways of expressing these ideas, but their core message is the same. Life is full of challenges, but we have the power to overcome them and to create a life of purpose and meaning. By embracing the wisdom of Nietzsche and Stoicism, we can learn to face life's difficulties with courage, to live authentically, and to find joy in the journey.